4 keys to beliefs. Key number 4, transform your life with beliefs. Hello, lovelies. It's Tina here from Own Kind and Wonderful, helping you reclaim who you truly are. Okay, so the last key for beliefs this time around, I'm sure I'll come back to beliefs and thoughts and emotions and how all of that creates our reality. Now, as I said in, I think it was episode number 1 of this series, go and check out the big names in this area. We've got Bruce Lipton, who I'll talk about a little bit more today, Joe Dispenza, and of course, Tony Robbins, Lisa Nichols. There's a ton of people who talk about beliefs and who can help you create the shifts. But you can do them here as well with me, create the shifts with me, with these short videos that help you along. And that's really what I want to do with all these series, is for you to be able to kind of follow your journey, be coached, like lightly coached through each series in these areas. And you might pick one. You might pick the beliefs, 4 keys to beliefs, and kind of go, yeah, I'm ready to shift some of those. Thank you very much. So I want to share with you 2 powerful tools today that can help you create those shifts a little bit more, one step at a time. Again, always one step at a time. Create understanding, gain confidence in the process, trust yourself, listen to your intuition, and all of that. But before I share those 2 tools, I want to share with you another story. I mean, in the last video I talked about the bunk beds. If you haven't watched that, go and see that. I think there's a little link here. But another personal story about beliefs. Now, I have had allergies since I was a very small child, since I was very little. And they have come to me in different forms. So one of the earliest allergies that manifested in my life was an allergy to furry animals. Now, and of course, I'm an animal lover, so it's been one of those things that has pissed me off slightly over the course of my life, but there certainly was an acceptance of the fact. Like, okay, so I can never have a dog. I am severely allergic to cats. I am severely allergic to horses. I have proof for all of that. That is the way it is. That's my reality, and that's how it's going to be until I leave this world. Now, that was the way it was until I read Bruce Lipton's Biology of Belief. Now, by that time, I had, of course, worked in this self-development field for quite a while, and I had done self-development of myself for many, 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 many years. But it took until that book for me to kind of go, I wonder, again, this is curiosity, just curiosity. I wonder, does it have to be true that I am allergic to furry animals? Like, that was the first seed, just being willing to even contemplate that it didn't have to be the truth, right? Just opening up that door just a tiny, tiny bit. And then watching my language. Now, I am statements are powerful. They're identity level. So I've used that now just to demonstrate. I am allergic to furry pets. So just changing that. I have an allergy is shifting it a little bit already. It's not I am. I have an allergy, that's having something. Something I have, I can give away, right? It's easier than I am, right? Shifting that. So opening up to the possibility it didn't have to be true, changing my language around that, observing my language. Now, every time I still say I am, okay, can I oh, hang on, no. I have, or I used to have, I used to believe that I have, I used to believe that I had, right? Shifting it away from me more and more and more. And because I had sparked that curiosity and opened that door, I thought, I wonder in what way I can start shifting it. Because if it's not the truth, maybe I can shift it. And again, there was no pressure of, I have to change it. It was like, maybe I can, maybe I can't. I will just test it out, right? So I started testing it out. And I did, the initial thing that I did was rapid transformational therapy. And thank you for all of those people who helped me with that. And I started shifting stuff, right? I started shifting the belief and I started shifting that reality. So for the first time ever last year, we got a dog. That was absolutely unthinkable that I would ever be able to live with a dog. We got a dog. And my child loves riding, right? So in the beginning at the stable, she started riding 6 years ago. Today, or 6 years ago, I could go into the stables 5 to 10 minutes, right? Today, I can be in the stables 30 to 45 minutes before I can kind of go, oh, okay, this is now my body is reacting. Like now that's the limits, you know? So I've stretched out that time, you know? And of course, there can be many reasons for that, but it started with a willingness to explore if I could shift that, right? So if you have any limiting beliefs that are limiting you in your life, okay, just slowly, curiosity, start shifting, opening doors, tiny bit, that's all. So I said about 2 powerful tools. Oh, by the way, I'm sure there's some little cards coming up. I spoke about this, shifting this belief with allergies in the series called Illuminations with Tina and Fee. So there's a link to that. And also on my Facebook page, I've spoken about that at length. And if there's not a link up here, then there's a link in the blurb below. And you can watch that if you are interested. The 2 tools, one is a Tony Robbins one, right? You have a belief, something happens, and you immediately assume something based on your previous experiences, based on your beliefs, right? Again, to start shifting things a little bit, ask yourself this question. What else could it mean, right? That which happens, what else could it mean apart from what I immediately think that it means? And it could be 100 things. You know, once you start exploring that, you go, oh, it could mean this, and it could mean this, and that could be the reason for that. And you kind of go, wow, actually, do I have all the information I need about the situation to be absolutely sure that it means what I thought that it meant? Shifting your reality, looking at your own beliefs and the meaning that you give things. Okay, that's the number 1 thing to start doing if you want to. Always if you want to. Second thing is take 3. Take 3 of your limiting beliefs that you have identified in key number 2 and just explore what would happen in my life if I change those 3 limiting beliefs to empowering ones. If I allowed myself to, okay, if I can't make them into empowering ones, we talked about in the last episode that it can sometimes be difficult, if I just make it neutral, at least. What would open up in my life if I did that? Right? Because amazing things could be happening, right? Just by shifting. Right, I hope you've enjoyed the series. I've enjoyed talking about it. It is such an impactful thing to do to start changing those beliefs. Again, it's just scratching the surface, but scratching the surface for now, it's enough. And it will get you a long way. Next series is about authentic living. Now, there's a big favorite for me, of course. Reclaim who you truly are, own kind of wonderful. All hints at authentic living being important. I'll see you then. Bye now.